Hey guys, it is time again. It is lunch and launch. Come on in. It is lunch and launch. Guys, we are almost at the end of the year. And we are going to this lunch and launch community is going to finish strong. So come on in, guys. We have a nice, quick, short message. I feel like it is a divine strategy. And if you can, whether you are here live or if you catch the replay, if you can definitely share it. Now, guys, this is our goal. We have been trying to hit 1,000 subscribers, and what we'd love for you to do, because we found out that a lot of people think they're subscribed and they're not. So what we would love for you to do is please hit the subscribe button and please hit the like button. We are on a mission to reach as many people as possible. So again, if you just share it with 10 people you know, just friends, family, say, hey guys, follow her. She's really giving us some great tips to help us all move forward. Then it is going to help us reach our goal of 1,000 subscribers. We're less than 200 away. So I know we can do it. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get started. And I just feel like I have a divine strategy, that God has given me a divine strategy today. Look, and I really, I'm asking you guys, lean into this. I really need for you to lean into this. And first, let me give a disclaimer. I'm not telling anybody they don't need to go to watch night service, because I will be at watch night service early at my church. So I don't want anyone to get the idea I'm not saying do not go to watch night service. The message that I know God has given me is that what he has for you, what he has for me, doesn't have to wait till December 31st when the clock strikes 12 a.m. That's what I want you to get, is that you don't have to put on pause your fasting, your reading the Bible in a year. You don't have to put on pause that you're going to work on your business. You're going to work on this book. You're going to work on helping in the community. I know the divine strategy that God gave me is that now is your new year, that you don't have to wait for watch night service. While I want everybody to flood the gates of every church, just flood the the sanctuary, I just want to I want you to start to think different, because I talk to so many people and I coach so many people, and a lot of people are waiting till December 31st when the clock strikes 12 a.m. to start that thing that they know God has given them. So look, guys, we're not waiting. Not next week, not January 1st, not when the fireworks go off, not when we hear the rocking new year. We're starting right now. And I want to talk to the people who are whole enough to hear this. And you're going to be hearing me talk a lot about being made whole, because God said to the woman, Jesus said to the woman with the issue of blood, you're healed, right? We are living in a dispensation of time where God has said you're healed, but he's saying to the ones that have faith, that audacious faith, what God is saying is that your faith has made you whole. So I want to speak to whole people today. If you're listening today, if you are catching the replay, I want you to put whole, WHLE in the chat, right? Because whole people hear differently. Whole people move differently. Whole people respond differently. Healed, let me tell you the difference. Healed people wait. Whole people start early. God told me, I am giving my people a head start. I don't know about you guys, but who wants a head start? See, that's something about the kingdom. He doesn't work in addition. God works in multiplication. So while everybody else is waiting for the new year to kick off, while everybody is saying, I'm going to start my Daniel fast, I'm going to start reading the Bible in a year, I'm going to start doing the routine, God is saying, I want to give my people a head start. So if you catch this revelation today, it is literally going to shift how you enter into this next season. I see one of my people online who is my PR person. I want to give a shout out to her. And the fact is, we've been going over a plan for the new year. Like we've been working on this. We're not waiting to work on the plan for next year, January 1st. We're not waiting for that. We're starting now so that we are making strides so that when we get into 2026, we're already running. We have already caught our stride. So guys, let me break this down. Have you ever watched like a track meet and noticed how the runners in the outer lanes get like they get a head start? It's not because they're special. It's not because they're weaker, not because they're slower. It's because their lane covers more distance. If the same line, the people in that outer lane would always lose, not because they're unprepared, but because their assignment is longer. So this is the official gives them, that's why the official gives them the staggered start, a head start to make the race fair. But let me tell you, when God begins pushing you forward, it's because your assignment covers more ground, more responsibility, more impact. You're in the outer lane, and the outer lane people must move early. So I believe if you're hearing this, it is a divine revelation to how we must posture ourselves so that in 2026, we're not just making strides, but we're making quantum leaps in every area of your life, in your health, in your relationships, in your purpose, in your business, in your community, guys. Look, so I want to give you 5 parts to the divine strategy to move you ahead. So we're going to get through this. I want to have all of this given to you within that 15 minutes so that you can enjoy the rest of your day. But look, number 1, God gives early instruction to those who are whole enough to hear. I want to say that again. God gives early instructions to those who are whole enough to hear. Jesus said in John 10:27, my sheep hear my voice. Whole people hear instruction that wounded people cannot. Brokenness makes you hesitant, people. Wholeness makes you available. This early instruction is only discerned by those who have silenced the noise, emotional noise, relational noise, financial noise, and spiritual noise. Revelation, guys, this word originally goes only to the whole. You can't hear God saying move early when fear is still speaking louder than faith. And that's the reason when Jesus spoke to the woman with the issue of blood, he said, your faith has made you whole. Because people that move early, people that push through the crowd, people that are audacious enough to touch Jesus's hem, people that are that crazy, look, they don't care about what someone says. They don't care if they've been ostracized. They don't care if they don't have the support. They don't care if they don't have the followers. They move early because fear. The reason the people that don't move early, that second guess themselves, can I do this? Should I say this? What are people going to say? Is because they're operating in fear. I'm afraid to do this because what are people going to say? I'm afraid to do this because I should have done this a long time ago. Guys, I have a new coaching client, and she is, I know I'm thinking she's definitely in her 70s. But what she is trying to achieve in her 70s is so massive. But her faith to do it is it just blows my mind. So I want to ask you a coaching question. What noise in your life is blocking you from hearing early instructions? What noise do you have around you? What distractions? And I'm going to say this, I'm going to just say it. A lot of noise that we hear, guys, is our own noise. It's our own limitations. I will tell you, if I listen to the noise, if I listen to the noise, I wouldn't be doing this. I wouldn't keep doing this. I wouldn't keep getting up on day doing this. If I really listen to the noise, so guys, I want to tell you the noise is going to be there, whether it's from people or whether it's from your own mind. Number two, God moves you ahead when your assignment requires more ground. Look, Luke 12:48 says, "To much is given, much is required." The head start is not random. It's not accidental. It's not a perk, guys. Let me tell you, it's a requirement based on your assignment. Outer lane assignments, launching deeper assignments, people that know that they have greatness in their hands. Guys, demand early obedience. You cannot move like people in the inner lane. Their distance is shorter, their responsibility is smaller, and their call is different. God is not moving you ahead for excitement. He's moving you ahead for alignment. He's moving you ahead for alignment. My coaching question to you, and I want you to write this down. Where has God moved you ahead that you keep trying to step back from? Where has God moved you ahead that you're trying to step back from? There are people that are backing away from assignments. There are people that are backing away from things they know God has called them to. It's your time. If you've backed away from something, if you've given an excuse that you can't do it, it's too big for you, you don't have the support, you don't have the time, you should have done it 5 years ago. If you're sitting in regret, I don't care. It's still time to launch deeper. Don't wait for that day when you're sitting on your deathbed and you say, I should have done that. I could have done that. What was I waiting for? I believe this is a prophetic word. God is saying now. God is saying your 2026 is now, not tomorrow. It's today. I need you guys to start performing like you just finished your watch night service and the clock has just struck 12:01 a.m. I need for some of you guys to start celebrating like the new year is today. See, some of us are waiting to celebrate. Some of us are waiting to say, thank you, Lord, I made it for another year. God is saying we need to rise up and say, Lord, I thank you for another day. You have given me another day to do this thing. Number three, people, God reveals strategy to the whole because they don't wait for calendars. Isaiah 119 says, if you're willing and obedient, you will eat the good of the land. Whole people don't wait for January 1st. Whole people don't wait for the fast to begin. Whole people don't wait for a new planner, a new month, and a new feeling. They move when God breathes. They shift when God speaks. They act when instruction is given. Revelation, guys. Delayed obedience eliminates divine strategy. When you wait, when God says move, but you say, I'm going to wait. I'm going to start doing my Bible in a year, January 1st. Delayed obedience eliminates divine strategy. Guys, some of you are trying to start on January 1st when God has instructed you to start on December 12th. What's today? The 11th. Start December 11th, right? And you're forfeiting your head start. He's saying, I'm giving you divine strategy. I'm giving you a head start. And I'm speaking to some of you all that do Daniel fast the first week of January, that first 20 days. I still think you should join your church when they do the corporate fast. But why not start now? Why not get the head start? So when you start with your church or your organization, you're already on fire. Why not start now? What have you been delaying that God has already given you permission to begin? Look, I'm going to hit point 4. I'm almost over. Well, I'm kind of over my time, but I'm going to hit point 4 because, guys, God gave me this strategy, this principle earlier in the year called Noah's principle. Okay. And I'm not going to delay in writing Noah's principle because I know it was designed a divine strategy. Hebrews 11:7 says, by prepared an ark, warned of things not seen yet. If you guys don't hear anything I say today, God is saying, don't wait. Don't wait. Start today. If there's nothing else you get from this lunch and launch, God is saying, start today. Whole people understand Noah's principle. Build early, build quietly, build before the evidence, build before people start understanding, build before the year changes. Noah didn't wait for the first drop of rain to start his obedience. He built early because his assignment was heavy, it was long, and it was pressure filled. Your assignment requires that same energy. God gives early strategy, guys, to those mature enough to build without applause. What are you supposed to start building before the year changes? Now, some of you guys, you get it. You say, okay, I got this prophetic word. I understand that it's now. I understand the urgency of now. But something about that are two different things. If you're saying, yeah, I believe we're supposed to start, then now start building the divine strategy today. Start looking at ways you can start today. Start planning today. Don't wait till tomorrow. Don't just get the prophetic word and then do nothing with it. Last thing, God advances the whole because they can steward the head start. Hebrews 3:15 says, guys, today, if you hear his voice, do not harden your hearts. Whole people move while others hesitate. I'm telling you guys, I'm moving. I'm ready. I'm already doing it. I'm not waiting to 2026 to start working out. I'm doing that. I'm turning my plate down. I'm doing all the things because when I go into 2026, I don't want to start like the rest of the people. I want to let God know, Lord, I hear your word, because when you're whole and when you hear, God is calling you to wholeness. That's one thing that I know. God is calling you not to just be healed, but to be whole in your finances, in your relationships, in your health. You act while others sit and analyze. Whole people shift while others procrastinate. Whole people listen while other people delay. January 1st, people, that's for people who have not decided. December is for people that have made a decision to start. Guys, I just want to remind you on today before I close out that you are not ordinary. You are not average. You are not everybody else. You are not waiting for the calendar to give you permission. You are whole. You are moving. You log on to lunch and launch when you don't even feel like it. Oh my God, I don't feel like it. It's 15 minutes. It's just going to disrupt your whole day. But I'm telling you guys, if you lean in, God is speaking. The divine head start expires if not stewarded. I'm going to give you my last coaching question today, guys. What must you do today? Ask yourself, what must I do today so that I don't miss my divine head start? Decide on one thing you're going to do. You know what? I have moved you ahead because you are whole enough to hear. You're disciplined enough to obey, and you're courageous enough to act. Guys, before January hits, you will already be in motion, be positioned, and you will already be building. I need for everybody to decree and declare, I'm stepping into my head start. God is giving me a divine strategy to move faster, to move quicker, to make quantum leaps, that 2026 is not going to be like 2025. There are some people that can't wait for 2025 to be over. They've had losses. They didn't make the strides that they wanted to make in 2025. But I'm telling you, if you start today, if you hit the ground running today, if you can muster up, I know we're tired. I know we're fatigued. I know we're tapped out. All the stuff politically, all the stuff on the news, all the stuff with tariffs, all the stuff with all the things. We are tired. God is saying, shut out the noise and move. That's my word today. As God's divine strategy to win now, so that in 2026, you can make quantum leaps. Guys, we're going to have more impact, more influence, and there's a community that needs us. So I decree and declare over everyone that is listening on this call, we are going to have divine income. I want to speak over everybody that is listening, the Amos 9 blessing, that there will be so many blessings that they will be chasing you down. That everywhere you turn will be blessings upon blessings. That the blessings will come so many blessings that it will make your head swim. Guys, God is saying, I have that Amos 9 blessing, and it's not waiting for January 1st. It is right now. It is yours. It is available. I decree and declare over every person that is listening to this live that God is saying, today is the day that you walk into your Amos 9 season. I love you guys. I'll see you next week. I'll see you next Thursday. Then I'll be on Christmas break, but we'll still have a word for you. Love you guys. Have a good one.